All right, let's dive in. Today we're exploring a really profound and honestly a super personal topic, all based on the teachings of Mufti Maaz Haroon. We're talking about the final day of judgment. Now this is a concept that asks us to look at our lives in the biggest way possible. And it all kicks off with one single penetrating question.
And there it is. The entire teaching really just hangs on this one direct question. And this isn't some philosophical thought experiment, you know? It's designed to stop you in your tracks, to make you really think, when that moment finally arrives, what are you going to do? What state will you be in?
So, to really feel the weight of that question, we have to start where the teaching does. And that's with the core idea that this final day is absolutely certain.
See, in this teaching, the final day isn't talked about like a possibility or some theory. It's presented as an inevitable, unavoidable event in our future. The whole foundation of this belief is that this day of reckoning is not a matter of if, but when.
And when that day comes, that's it. The finality of this moment is just absolute. We're talking no do-overs, no appeals, no hitting the reset button to fix a mistake. The teaching is crystal clear on this. There is no escape. It's an appointment that every single person is going to keep. So this inevitable day then takes a turn from being this big, universal concept to something incredibly personal. It becomes about your final accounting.
I want you to just try and picture this scene for a second. You are standing before the divine, but you are totally, completely on your own. No family, no friends, no lawyer to speak for you. This idea of solitude is really emphasized to drive home one single point: ultimate personal responsibility. You and you alone will have to answer for the life you live. So what exactly is being accounted for? The short answer? Everything. The teaching describes this incredibly comprehensive review where every single deed, big or small, public or private, is brought right out into the open. Nothing is forgotten and nothing gets overlooked.
And the sheer detail of this accounting is kind of staggering. I mean, it's not just your major life choices. It's every single word you've ever said, whether it was kind or harsh. Every action you've ever taken, from a huge gesture down to a fleeting glance. Even the secrets you held deep in your heart, the ones you thought no one would ever know about. It's all on the ledger.
Now, a review that detailed might sound, well, terrifying, right? But the teaching explains that this judgment operates on two core principles that actually exist together: absolute justice and profound mercy.
Okay, so first, let's unpack that justice part. The source defines this as a perfect and completely impartial system. It's basically cause and effect in its ultimate form. You will be compensated perfectly for the good you did, and you'll be held accountable perfectly for the wrong you did. No more, no less.
100%. That's the precision we're talking about here. Not 99, not 101. You receive exactly what your actions have earned. The calculation is described as perfect, with absolutely zero room for error.
But, and this is a really big but, justice isn't the only force at work here. Alongside it, the teaching puts a huge emphasis on the immense power of divine mercy. This is the crucial counterweight, right? It's the element of compassion that exists within this final accounting, and it's what offers hope and a path to forgiveness.
So, if that day is inevitable and the accounting is so precise, what can a person do? Well, this brings us to the core call to action in the speech, the opportunity that exists only in the here and now.
And this presents a really powerful choice, framed by two very different kinds of tears. The tears you shed today, in this life, are tears of repentance. They're actually productive. They can lead to forgiveness. But the tears shed on that final day, those are tears of pure regret, cried when it's already way too late. The teaching leaves us with a stark choice. Which tears will you shed?
The message doesn't just leave you with a warning, though. It provides a clear, actionable path. It all starts with an internal shift, a real change of heart. You follow that up with sincere repentance for past wrongs. And, most urgently, it calls on you to act on this change right now, immediately, before death arrives and that opportunity is lost forever.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, this teaching isn't just a description of something that might happen in the future. It's an urgent, passionate plea. It's a call to use the time we have right now to prepare for what's to come. And the final thought is this: from this perspective, your eternal future is being written by the choices you make today.